Good morning. We are glad you've joined us again this week for Mental Health Monday as we discuss another topic relevant to these times we are currently living in. Last week we discussed the topic of grief, and this week we will talk about another challenging subject, loneliness. Through this time, we are required to participate in physical distancing. Many of us are becoming lonely. We are missing the people and things that once brought us joy and a sense of normalcy. It is of special importance to pay attention to feelings of loneliness due to the fact that it can make us vulnerable to other stressors. When we are feeling more lonely or isolated, we tend to have a more intense reaction to negative things, reducing the emotional boost caused by positive things. Loneliness can impact the quality of our sleep and lower our motivation to exercise and eat healthy, among other things. However, there are things we can do to help us get through this.
Coping strategies are things that you do intentionally to manage emotions. The stay-at-home order means that we must be creative in finding ways to cope and connect with others. Let's first talk about routines. Are your days running together yet? Mine sure are. Creating a routine is not about setting a schedule, but more about identifying things that are important to you and that give you purpose. Eat breakfast, designate a certain work time, and plan out other things that you want to accomplish. This will help you feel successful at the end of the day. Physical activity is a great coping strategy. Take a walk outside if it's nice. Find a yoga session on YouTube, or ask your friends to share their favorite at-home exercise videos. Consider putting on some music and have a dance party with the rest of your family. Physical activity can help you feel better and increase energy. I'm sure you have a lot of responsibilities, and taking time for yourself can feel difficult or selfish. However, allowing yourself this time will help you be more present and supportive to others in your home. Consider connecting with others outside of your home. Say hello to a neighbor while you're out for a walk. Call an extended family member or even an old friend. FaceTime or Zoom chat with coworkers. This physical distancing time may feel like it will last forever and may be really isolating for you. Remember to take things one moment and one day at a time.
Each of us cope with loneliness different. While we all try to do our best, I want to acknowledge that we don't always use the healthiest coping skills. Our default setting for coping might include some unhealthy habits, such as binge watching TV or drinking too much. Have you heard jokes about people overeating while being at home? This is an example of an unhealthy coping strategy. Practicing a healthy coping strategies requires some level of intentionality. Are you working from home and check your computer each time you walk by? Setting boundaries can be helpful in maintaining a healthy balance while working from home. This is new territory for all of us, and there is no guidebook in managing your emotions during physical distancing. When you recognize that your default setting has kicked in and you are engaging in some unhealthy habits, be mindful of your behaviors and identify a healthier way to manage your emotions.
There's no denying that these are challenging times. But that being said, not everything right now may be experienced as negative or hard. Whenever we are faced with loneliness, we are simultaneously offered the opportunity to remember our resilience. During this time, we are invited to look for the good within ourselves and our world. Perhaps you've noticed that this time has allowed you to slow down and experience what it's like to just be with yourself instead of constantly being distracted. I know many people are getting to those long-term projects that they've been putting off, or have found time to do things that bring them pleasure for no other reason than because they can. Maybe you too have been moved by the acts of solidarity, kindness, and love we've witnessed in our own community and around the globe. Practicing looking for the good is not the same as denying what feels bad. It's the act of allowing two seemingly opposing things to be true at the exact same time. As one of my favorite authors, Glennon Doyle, says, I see your pain, and it's big. I also see your courage, and it's bigger. We can do hard things. Thank you for taking the time to join us this week for our Mental Health Monday. We look forward to being here again with you next week to continue to offer you support. In the meantime, if you are in need of further mental health resources, please reach out to your school's mental wellness provider or contact the community resources listed here. Thank you.